Why, hello there, my name is Depth Charge 2030, and today I'm talking about The Punisher issue number 10. Take a look at that cover art. I gotta say, I really dig this art. Like, this cover, I really dig it. It's just a Punisher, he's got a shiv in his hand. You can see, all the time he spent in prison back there, just forming, the skull, and then there's a dead prisoner, kind of in the side over here. You can kind of see his hand there. I don't know, the lighting's not too good right now. But yeah, I like it. It just shows what kind of tone this book was going for. And I like it, so let's just jump right in and talk about the issue. So the comic picks up, and it starts off in LA, where the last time we were there was in issue 6, so currently the crime wave is going up now because they're noticing a lack thereof the Punisher's activity, and therefore there's no one dispensing the brutal justice of a bullet into people's head and whatever. And so, the cop lady friend and the diner guy, they're just like, yeah, Frank's gone, what can you do? So then we cut over to the Punisher, Frank, and he and his cellmate are kind of just learning the lay of the land. Like, his cellmate has been there for a while, and he's just, showing Frank what's up, who's the people to know, who not to mess with, and cautioning him that he might get killed if he looks at people too long. But, there's Frank, and his, Frank's mental dialogue here, his text bubbles, it's kind of, it just so much reminds me of Watchmen in the scene with Rorschach, where he goes, oh, you are all in prison with me, not the other way around. I just really, they don't say it, but I just feel that when I read this issue, because it's Frank who is just in this prison with all these criminals. And if you go back to the Greg Rucka run of The Punisher, the Avengers made that a thing to be like, oh, hey, don't put him in a prison with anyone else. And so now he's in a prison with people, and that's just a cool idea that I thought of, just seeing Punisher interact with criminals in a prison. So that's nice. And so then we cut over back to LA, where the cop lady friend actually kills a thug when she's trying to detain him. So that happens, and then she later gets suspended by the board of people and whatnot. I don't know proper police terminology. I just read comic books. And so that happens, and then you see they mention a rise of cops acting out in Punisher-esque ways of killing criminals on sight and stuff like that. So you're seeing the rise of people looking into the Punisher's ideals and stuff like that. And so Frank, now knowing the lay of the land, he sets up his escape by pissing off the right people, and so they're gonna go and kill him at night when they're gonna go kill him at night. And so he planned that, and so when they do show up to kill him, he brutally murders them. They don't show it in one scene, but he stomps on a dude's head. They set it up, and then you just hear the noise. You just hear the noise. So you don't get to hear him, you don't get to see him just stomp a dude's head in, but, that happens. So Frank, he just lets everything go wild. He releases all the prisoners, they go crazy, and then Frank just sits down with this one guy who they noted earlier in the issue, Mr. Ruiz, and so he just goes, hey, let's have a little chat. So I don't know what happens here. The issue kind of leaves Frank there in that spot. I don't know if he kills him. I think actually he just tries to talk to him to be like, hey, take me to LA. I don't know, we're gonna have to wait for next issue. But then we see the diner guy, I forget his name, but he gets attacked when he's closing shop. And so you kind of see the whole crime wave in LA rising. And yeah. And then, this was a surprise to me, but we see the brother of the Del Sol leader, or Del Sol, from, the first story arc, first 6 issues, and so he just goes, okay, we're looking for the Punisher, find him, he needs to be dead, and then he ends the issue by saying he's going to finish what his brother started. He's going to burn LA with this one-panel shot, or one-page shot of LA. And so, that's where the comic ends. What did I think of it? You know, it's slowly, but you're seeing, you know, from the first 6 issues, you know, all that, thankfully, like, the Punisher, this comic, is picking up in quality, and I like that. The art, it's still solid, I love it. And, like, the storylines, they all make sense, it's just, because the Punisher isn't directly involved, they kind of just feel, you just kind of feel like they're unnecessary, and I kind of feel tired with the whole plot line with the whole Devil Souls trying to burn LA. I thought that would have been dropped when the other guy got killed, but I guess they're going to pick that up after, you know, the Howling Commandos, you know, did their whole Howling Commando thing. So hopefully it doesn't fall into a repetitive, as if they're going back on old storyline and trying to, oh, no, we're doing it again. I hope they don't do that, because if they do, Jesus Christ. So, thankfully, though, this was a good issue. I liked it, actually. I really much enjoyed the Punisher's thoughts and how he's just, you know, the whole Rorschach thing. I like that. So, I'm actually going to give this a 4 out of 5. I actually really dug this issue. So, my name's Depth Charge 2030. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Take care.